traveling is to get to know myself. And like to know myself, I need to, like open a new pages of the book, learn more about new culture, and then I can like be a better version of myself.
Hi, welcome back to Woman Inc. Talk. In today's episode, I'm going to have my dear friend from Vietnam, VTT, and she's going to share her solo traveling experience. So, for anyone who is curious about solo traveling, please stay tuned. Hi, VTT!
Hi, Kanisha.
How are you?
I'm good. And you? How
I'm
do you do?
you. I'm very good, thank you. So,
Yeah. Mm.
how it's been in Vietnam? Please introduce yourself first.
Okay. I'm gonna make it brief.
Yeah.
So I'm Vietnamese. First of all, my name is Tran Tran, but you can call me VTT, and I'm 26 years old. I'm in office. I work in an office, like for a project, and I have been studying in France for 6 years. And I met you when I was in France.
Yeah.
So that's it about me.
Exactly. Nice. Okay. So what's interesting is that today we're going to discuss about solo traveling.
Mm,
So basically, when we were together in France, I remember you travel a lot alone
yeah.
in Europe and even in US or in Australia, Asia. I mean, I think you
Yes.
often travel a lot alone.
Yeah.
So why you are interested in solo traveling? What was the reason behind it?
I think at first,
Mhm.
like, is to see the world, to see the different world, and then after I travel to many countries, I start to like travel to discover myself again. Like I start to value myself and also value like the diversity of the people, learn new culture, meet new people. So it's like my inspiration when I solo travel.
Okay. So
Yeah.
actually you plan.
Mm.
It's not something you do it by accident.
The first time, yes, it was by accident. The
What?
first time when I solo travel is actually the first time I came to Paris to study. It's the first time I got on the airplane, and also it's my first solo trip ever. I did it myself in 2012. But later on, I start to love traveling.
Okay.
Yeah,
But were you afraid then?
I was a bit afraid, but like more excited because I was so young. So actually, the afraid like does not stop me to to come to France to study.
Okay. I
Mm.
think because you are focused on your goal, like you're focused
Yeah.
on traveling and the
Mm.
destination, so you don't think about what about this? What if this happened? This. So you're just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
focus on your goal.
I just get excited to like to see a different world than Europe.
Okay. But so far, do you conclude that solo travel is dangerous for female or
I
what?
think it depends more on how we define dangerous. But for me, dangerous is when you come to the location or a country where they are unstable politically, or they have like many conflict
Mhm.
or like war in a city. So you should not come there. It's dangerous. But out of that, I think it's more about getting out of your comfort zone. And
Okay.
yeah,
See.
it's not really dangerous for me.
But how do you convince your family, for example, when you want to solo travel or
Mm.
and
I
difficult?
actually have an advantage is that my family stay really far from me, so they cannot control me. So it's more about self-awareness, and I just tell them before I got on the airplane, it's already done. So actually, it's my advantage.
Okay, so you tell them when you're already in the airplane.
Yes. Like when I was in Paris and I took a plane to New York, I just call my mom and tell her that yeah, I'm gonna go to New York. And she cannot, she said, okay, just be, just be safe. And that's it.
I see.
And after that, Every time she called me, she will ask me, "Where are you?"
Okay, but then you will reply to her.
Yeah, because she know that I travel every weekend when I was in Europe.
Yeah, I remember that. That's wow. So basically, when
Mm,
you travel, like, you get to know a lot of people while you travel, or
yes. While traveling, one of the key things you have to make friends, like meet new people and start to have a conversation with them. It's when, for me, solo traveling getting interesting because you know new story, you learn new things from people throughout the conversation, and also it makes you feel less lonely.
mm,
Mm,
but when you solo travel, where do
mm.
you stay normally? Like, do you try hostel or hotel or?
I like hostel. Like when I was in Europe, it's one of my favorite places because hostel in Europe is more an art. It's not really it's not really like a hotel where you just stay. It's an art. It's like a young zone, yeah, a youth zone. And when I was in San Francisco, I choose hostel also. And luckily, it was like in a rich area where you can see many people. It's really safe when I was in San Francisco, and it's near the Golden Gate Bridge.
Nice one. So
Yeah.
normally you do a research, for example, before you arrive to the place, you research on Pinterest or Google, like which and where
Ah,
that you visit.
I research on like every social media and like especially Google because it's like the most resources, like the resource where you can research on the internet. But I research in two ways. For example, if I come to New York, right, out of the tourist spots, I'm going to research the hidden spots and also research the dangerous spots where I should not come in. So I'm gonna be more cautious.
Okay. So that's how you make you feel safe.
Feel safe. Yes.
Okay. But do you have any fun encounter or even weird encounter with someone while you're solo traveling?
Yes. When I was in when I was in when I was in Lyon, I traveled to Lyon. I met a Norway guy, and it's a very meaningful encounters. It the first time I start to how to say talk with stranger, and I discovered that how to say talk with stranger is not too dangerous as I thought of. Um, After that moment, when I met a girl in Boston on the way came to New York, we how to say we met each other and then we make a deal that I'm gonna come to her house to have dinner with her family, and we are totally stranger.
And
It was such a good experience.
normally, how did it start?
Uh, this it started like we are in the stop bus, and then I buy a snack, and then I ask her whether she wanna eat it together, and then it's just how it started. It started with food.
But you started like that.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
are you hungry? You want to eat with me, and that's it.
But don't you feel awkward doing everything alone? Wow.
Yeah,
One of the most common question when you're solo traveling,
yeah,
people will ask you do everything alone.
yeah. Sometime like either Valentine's Day or either Christmas, and I eat alone in a restaurant during Christmas or Valentine's Day. Sometimes it's kind of awkward, but it's okay. I enjoy the food.
Because you enjoy the food.
Yeah, but after that, I make friends
I,
so we can enjoy the music. Many solo traveler likes me, so
but uh, is it weird to like? Do you feel weird or uncomfortable sitting alone? I think maybe it's most likely Asian culture, where
yeah,
when you're alone. I mean,
I think.
Southeast Asia. I think Southeast Asian culture.
Mm,
We're more like we do everything collectively. So when you're alone,
yes,
sometimes you feel a bit.
um, I agree because when I was in South Korea, people ask, I did not recognize that it was actually Valentine's Day. So people asked me twice that I buy a ticket for one. I bought a ticket for one. And I said yes. And they asked me twice, or like they re-asking me again. And at that moment, I realized, okay, in Asia, people usually don't eat alone in the restaurant. It's not something that like makes me feel uncomfortable.
I see. So, what's your bad or worst experience while you solo travel?
I think it's actually when I was in New York. I think it's I don't know whether other people they have the same like me also, but I have a travel panic. Um, the travel panic is like I lost my energy. I don't want to visit anymore. I just want to stay in a hostel in New York, doing nothing. The reason after that I recognize is that because like 5 weeks before, I already travel and it's too rush. I have a plan and everything is in a rush. So that's I don't have quality time for myself. So yeah, so it's like the worst experience. And the day, like the day, the, the tomorrow, the day of tomorrow, I started to chill in a coffee in New York, and at that moment, I started to gain my energy again. Mm.
Okay.
It's
So,
what we call the travel panic.
okay. So basically, travel panic is the moment that you need to recharge or having a quality time for yourself.
Yes, yes. Some people, because I was like in a rush type of traveling, not in a chill type of traveling. Now I'm more chill when I travel. Like if it's raining, I'm gonna go to the coffee shop to enjoy my coffee, and then I keep going on because I'm gonna back to that city
What's the
again.
most important thing for you while you travel?
Um, I think for me now, right now, is not important for me to go all of the touristic places, but like you need to have a plan. Like like there are 10 tourist spot that you need to do, but like just chill, take your time, go to the places where you like it a lot, and then if you don't have enough time, you're gonna come back. So it's more about, for me, traveling is more about enjoying the time, like relaxing. So you don't need to push yourself, stress because you did not have enough time to go to like enough tourist spot.
I think it is a really good. It is a really good advice.
Besides traveling, besides seeing the new places, is also to understand the new culture. But you can only understand the new culture only if you meet the new local.
Very nice.
Mm.
Don't
So
you feel like? Don't you feel like it's like you give a meaning to your traveling?
yes, yes,
So
you
for
should.
so for you, traveling doesn't mean you need to go to touristic places, right? Like
No, no. For me, traveling is to get to know myself. And like to know myself, I need to, like open a new pages of the book, learn more about new culture, and then I can like be a better version of myself.
why do you
So
think that?
that's traveling.
Nice. I mean,
But after traveling, I realized that you have to open first before people get open to you. So it's just like you have to give first before you receive something. So it makes me like change myself day by day. And when I came back to Vietnam, many people told me that, oh my God, you changed. So
okay.
that's why for me, traveling is like really to discover yourself.
Wow. I think you put it in a deeper meaning. It's a it's a way for you to find your identity or like what you like.
Yes. And
Oh,
also it's the way where you start to value, where yeah, like you start to find your value. You know where you are, you understand how is the world, and you understand like you value your situation more. Like I met rich people, poor people, or like miserable people or happy people when I travel, and also like stranger people. when I travel, but I start to like understand like some, how to say, feel related with them, some kind of aspect in their life. It's when I start to like understand, I have it also, I feel that also.
Ah, so you feel like you're not the only one, because normally we keep thinking like it's only me, it's only me, it's only me. But when you travel and you meet this kind of
Mm,
people, you feel related and you're not the only.
yes, you feel related at the same time, but you start to think that, oh, I am also unique, our point of view is so different. You see, it's a really mutual relationship when we travel. Even when I talk with stranger, their story is so interesting, and I feel that people, they are more comfortable when they start to when they speak with stranger, when they have a discussion with stranger. They are really comfortable because we're not gonna meet each other anymore.
So, for example, at your park, when you try or you ask someone to eat with you or
Mm,
that situation, like how do you try to open yourself? Like, do you introduce yourself or do you, how do you,
mm,
and
I
how,
won't try to. I understand. I won't try to get to the personal, but it's more about friends. We start like a friend. Yeah. How was the food and so on? How do you like here? How do you come here? Why do you come here? Why do you travel to the city? How do you feel about it? I feel it too. It's more about having like a travel story together, link it together, and then if they want to share, they will share. If they don't want to share, it's okay for me. I'm good.
I see, if I conclude what you just said,
Mm,
basically traveling for you, it's not going to the touristic places. For you, traveling is more like knowing or learning new cultures, meeting
yes.
people, having experience, enjoying your quality time or me time. So basically, I think because normally I think people get caught up with traveling means that you have to go to all the touristic places or mainstream places.
Mm,
Basically, in your experience, in your personal opinion, traveling is like a journey or like a
a
spiritual
journey.
journey. Yeah,
Yes.
journey.
It's a
Like
journey to get to know yourself. Right
exactly.
now, because I have so many friends around the world, so I started to, like when I came to that city, I'm gonna meet that friends. It's not really just solo travel anymore.
Okay,
It just I get that solo.
you got there solo, but you know someone there,
Mm, or my friend had someone there.
right?
Yeah.
When you come to Indonesia, like yeah, I totally get it. But like when you travel, the way
Mm,
or the mindset that you have within yourself, I think that's what make you enjoy traveling. It
yes.
doesn't rush you or pressure you
I does not feel stressed at all.
on always staying positive.
I think just, I mean, I don't know whether it's weird, but just think at the positive side. I mean, you just want to see what you want, right? What you want to see. You just see what you want to see. So choose what you want to see. Don't, I mean, don't try to see the negative things of the city, but see the positive things so that you can feel happier and like more tolerate. People have different point of view. So I mean, like embrace the diversity, and also how to say, see what you want to see. But for me, it's just I choose what I want to think, I choose what I want to see, and I choose what I want to hear.
Okay, nice.
Because when I travel, I just want to relax. So every other things that like can makes me angry, I'm gonna take it out. But when I solo travel, I usually read philosophy book because it's the best time for focusing. I mean, in my daily routine, it's really difficult to read this kind of book because I don't have enough time to really focus on reading. And that's why I really love travel, because I have my own time, my quality time to watch the to see the world, to see the landscape, but also to read book.
Okay, I see.
Uh,
So when you solo travel, you were faced into one position or one situation that at one time it changed your mind or your perception directly. Normally you have this particular mindset, but because
yeah,
of the situation, you switch it directly. Have you?
a lot. But I'm gonna tell you like an experience where it makes me to like start to read philosophy book. Um, we were discussing with a guy about soccer,
Okay.
and then I told that guy like I don't like soccer. It's for guys things. It's a guy things. It's a man things. It's not a woman things.
Okay.
And then he started to look at me and say, "Oh, you are so sexist." I realized that I and then I start to on only that phase. You are so sexist, and I start to revise my all of my thoughts about men, women. What can men do? What can women do? And then I say, oh, I am a sexist. And then I start to change my mind a lot. Like a woman can do IT things. A woman can do whatever they want. A woman can be whatever they like to be. Even people think that it's a man things. It's just a stereotype. It's just a sexist thing. For me, you can do anything you want.
Nice. So because of that situation, you
Only because of that sentence. And I it's my the first time I know that term. I know racist, but I have never heard of sexist
okay.
until he told me I am so sexist. And I realized that like even in my society now in Vietnam, people are also sexist. They, I mean, they put the standard of the society on women. Like women have to know how to cook. Women have to, go in the kitchen and so on. And whenever I tell people that if I cook, it's because I want to. Nobody can force me to cook.
Okay, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, basically, we are like inside the bubble when people think women should do this,
Yes.
men should do this, and women should feel like this, and men should feel like this. So
Yeah.
basically, while you travel, you break all that mindset and you change the perception that men and women, basically like occupation, hobbies, and everything. There's
Everything.
no
Everything.
gender. They don't have gender, but
Yeah.
we put the gender because of like the social narrative. It's like it's
Yes.
ages.
I mean, yeah, because of that term, I have to read many books to understand, why my society have that kind of stereotype about women.
Okay,
So it's how I changed my mind about the gender, about the transgender, about that kind of like, the sex that people don't want to say in my country. Mm.
okay. I mean, you discovered that while you
Yeah.
ah, interesting. So basically,
Mm.
every time you travel, you discovered new things and
Yes, I learned new things also.
transform you to be a new person.
Yes. New perspective is a new version of yourself already.
So it feels like it's a way to be the best version of yourself as well, right?
A better. Yeah.
Okay.
Because never is the best.
Why? Why is that?
Because if it's the best, you already reached the limit. There's no limit anymore. The better is mean you have new limits.
I mean, because if it's better, you keep on doing things. But if it's
Yeah.
best, it's
You
it's
you
not
reach the limit. Yeah.
nice. For our female audience, when they want or to try solo travel.
Um I think the first tip is like to do the research carefully. Research in two ways, like what you like, what is the tourist spot, and also research what is dangerous for that city, even it's peaceful. So you know which spot you should not come in, which spot you should hide, which spot you should avoid. And then you should prepare your clothes in
Okay.
a good way. But I mean, like the weather and so on, because I have many problems up close when I travel because the weather change a lot. And then just keep the mindset that you're gonna be in a new city, you're gonna discover yourself, and just chill. If it's raining, just go to the coffee shop to enjoy a coffee. And then after that, you can keep, you know, exploring the city again.
Okay,
And
nice.
sometimes the last one, wander a bit, which means get lost in the city.
Opinion, Europe actually it's a good destination to do solo travel.
Okay, this is before COVID situation. Now I don't know,
Oh yeah,
but and
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
but anyway, I think Europe is like my best places have ever I traveled to. It's really safe to wander around, to get lost in the city, and every city is has different things, have different food, have different people, and also have different culture.
But I guess as well, I think in Europe it's very convenient to travel, especially
Yes,
alone. Like there's always a way. Like it actually facilitate you to solo travel there, right?
yes, yes, yes. Europe is like my favorite places for
Yeah,
solo travel.
exactly. So VTT, what's your quotes that you live by?
Um, my only quote is our future is up to us.
Okay, nice one. Why so?
Um, recently, I watched Enola Holmes on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes, and that quote in that film is amazing. It's really what I akin for. This the quote that that mom told Enola. Our future is up to us. It's really into me, and because how to say, I always have an opportunity, and also really lucky that my mom let me choose my future. She never tell me to do something. She just let me to do it, and thanks to that, I I I mean my study is good, and also my job is really what I choose. She never like interrupt me or something. That's why I really love that quote. Our future is up to us. You choose who you want to be. You choose what you want. You choose what you see. You choose what you feel. Your life is your choice. It's never other fault.
Okay, nice.
If you want to do it, you will do it. That's why our future is up to us. And behind the meaning is like your life is your choice.
Okay, nice one. It's a really thoughtful quotes. So nice having you today.
Yeah.
I hope
Thank you.
I hope your mindset, your positive mindset on traveling, how your transformation and your journey could actually inspire the people who watch this and feel
I hope so.
inspired to solo travel, and maybe somehow they could try to switch their mindset that actually traveling it's not only to visit the good touristic place, but actually it's also a way to find yourself, to enjoy,
To
and
recharge yourself.
to recharge yourself, and as well to meet new people and discover new cultures, right?
Yes.
Yes, so nice having you. Thank you very much, Viti.
Thank you, Tanisha.
I hope I could go to Vietnam again and see you there.
Me too. I hope that I can come to Jakarta to
Yes,
visit you again. Thank
exactly.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.